Our intro video is not good.
Touchdown, Washington Redskins.
This is Harry Football.
Hail to the Redskins!
Redskins Fans podcast. On today's show, we talk about the game between the Redskins and the Bengals.
The Kitty Cat!
And the 250,000 yards rushing. We got this and much more live with Aaron and John. Yo, 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 yo. Yo, 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 yo. What's up, John?
What's up?
Big head.
Our heads are huge.
I have a big head.
What do you think?
Zorak. Yo, welcome everybody. Harry Hog Football episode number 482. We just tried to stream it. Like, we had some technical difficulties as usual.
As usual, but we're here now to celebrate the fact that we are only 3 games out of first place. Oh yeah.
That calls for something that I haven't played in a very, very long time. In fact, I'm looking for the button for the sound effect for it. Oh my gosh, I can't even find the button anymore. You know what it is? You know what I'm looking for? This straight up Hail to the Redskins song.
What the hey? How do you not have that?
I've got it. I don't know where it is.
All right, so anyway, dudes, we beat the Panthers in North Carolina. What's he induced?
Dudes, I bet you're wondering why our heads are so big on YouTube. And that is because I increased the scale of the video when I was messing around. I thought it would be hilarious. So it's like we're all in the 4-3 television booth now, where everyone was like squished in.
Was like,
Excuse
what's
me,
up?
Scoot over so my head will fit on the broadcast. Pat Summerall.
And next to me is I don't know. Next to me is I don't know.
What's back here?
Whoa!
What's up, Pat Summerall? Anyway,
oh man,
how, dude? It was.
Dude, we
it was
beat them
really
so bad
refreshing.
they fired their coach, man.
Dude, I don't even see the will is refreshing to see 7 sacks sound effect anymore.
Man, it's
Do you
been a
believe that?
long time.
It's so long since we saw 7 sacks. I don't even have the sound effect. It was really refreshing to see. I see the 0 sacks.
The dream team.
I see the 0 sacks one.
Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, if you're thinking that this is an awesome podcast today,
fellas,
it's been so awesome so far.
It was really refreshing to see 0 sacks. 0 sacks. I'm used to seeing like 3 or 4.
Did we have 6 or 7?
We had 7, dude. That's why I
I
was
think we
trying
had
to find
7.
the sound
It was
effect. We had
awesome.
7 sacks.
We beat the crap out of them, and we still almost gifted it back to them there at the end because on the onside kick, the 2 dudes down there just turned around. They're like,
and we played prevent, which you and I both hate.
Everyone hates prevent. It's the stupidest thing ever.
Dude, I was so sick on Sunday. I could barely even move during the game.
You fell asleep for like a play.
One play, and I was like, "What happened on the first play of the second quarter?" But then it got exciting. All right, so we started out 0-14, reminiscent of Super Bowl 22, and then we went ballistic on them. Like they didn't have an answer for us
At all.
It's like they were like, the Redskins made some adjustments, and we're like, what adjustments? Us?
What is that? Dude, it was ground and pound, man. AP, ground and pound. Darius Geis, that dude's explosive. That dude is explosive. My new favorite player on the Redskins is Eric Flowers. Of all people, the guy that I used to dog on, especially when he was on the Giants because he was like a turnstile.
He's our best lineman now.
He is our best lineman. It was great. It was fantastic.
I give that credit to Callahan because he saw something in him that thought he could move over to guard, and he did.
He's known for being an offensive line genius. So good on him,
dude.
And the whole thing was in front of Norvell Turner up in the booth for them.
Oh, dude!
I don't even know if you even noticed that since you were sick.
Dude, I noticed it. We made adjustments, dude. I can't believe it. So first of all, we just went in there going, we're gonna stop Christian McCaffrey no matter what, and then we're gonna make this like backup quarterback dude beat us in the air. And
your cuz?
He couldn't do it. I mean, McCaffrey had like 40 yards in the whole game.
He was so good in that first drive, and that was it. And after that, we just shut him down.
As soon as that game was over, I bought you the Cheerios jerseys. Orchard and Odom came to play, dude.
What the hey was going on with those? I've never even heard of those guys.
Dude, Orchard had like 3 or 4 sacks.
Yeah, it was amazing.
Dude, do you have the stats? Can you pull up the stats?
Josh, do you have the stats? So Orchard only had one sack. Man. He only had 1 sack, and it was the one at the end of the game. But he had like 3, I think it was 3 tackles right at the line of scrimmage. I just had 2 sacks. Allen had a half a sack. Chris Odom had 2 sacks. Montez Sweat had 1.5 sacks. Where's he been all year?
Collins was playing possessed too.
Collins has been playing possessed. Well, dude, you know what it is? It's because we don't have stupid number 24 in there. We're 2-0 with him sitting on the bench.
We don't need. Obviously, we should have traded him, as we said.
Should have traded all those guys like 2 years ago. Him, Jordan Reed, probably Kerrigan as well.
Yeah. We could have had Odom and Orchard this whole time.
We could have had those guys. They were like, I don't know, guarding 7-Eleven somewhere. And they were like, dude, come on in and play some linebacker.
We spent the whole season trying to get dudes to play for us that obviously didn't want to play when we could have just cut them loose and got dudes off the street that wanted to play.
Yep.
And come in and do this. All right.
I mean, how many times have you seen since we put number 24 on the bench? How many times have you seen like Landon Collins pull his hair out on the field? 0. He was doing it like once or twice a game because
Norman sucks.
Because Josh Norman's so terrible, and he hasn't done it since. They've actually been really good. The Moreau has had 3 picks in 2 games.
Dude, we should have had more picks. We should have had like 6.
And we got lucky as well because
2.
they dropped like 5 passes as well. I know it was windy on and off during the game, but man, good stuff.
But we were down 14-0. Us 2-9.
And dude, and we had been to that point, and we had stupid Jay Gruden as the coach. You know, we just would have started airing it up for the rest of the game.
We would have aired it up.
Yep.
Instead of sending Geis in there on that one run, oh my goodness, dude.
He's
obviously learned under Peterson's tutelage of how to finish runs. I mean, I know he ran hard at LSU, but Peterson there has only helped him because did you see the stiff arm that he gave that dude on that long run where he just destroyed that guy?
I can't remember that guy's name. Let me see if I can find it.
His name got destroyed by a stiff arm.
His name was Shaq Thompson.
Shaq Thompson.
Shaq, don't call me O'Neal Thompson.
Let's look in the chat.
Don't call me. What did he call him? Don't call him the what? What did he call himself? He had so many nicknames. Shaquille O'Neal.
I don't know. But we've got B&G Buns. We've got CJ Shoots photo up in here. David Herzing. Christopher J in the UK. And that's it. But they're already giving Orchard the nickname the Angry Orchard in the chat room.
The Angry Orchard. Dude, did anyone know who that guy was? I heard he was on Hard Knocks.
Apparently he was a pretty high draft pick a few years ago.
He's a second-round pick. I've never heard of the guy.
I don't know, but he's good. We need to sign him.
Orchard, get in there.
Dude, Christian McCaffrey had like 40 yards rushing.
Yeah.
I'd be interested to see his stats this whole year and see if that was his lowest game.
It might be. I mean, and he only had like 60-something yards against us last year in the game that we unbelievably won at FedEx Field. I'm sorry, the Jack.
Dude, it was really refreshing to see a game that we actually won. Like, not only won, but we're like pretty dominant.
It was fantastic
after the first quarter.
And even like late in the game, Morgan Moses, I thought he got taken out because of feelings, but apparently he hurt his back. They put Jerron Christian Sr. Jr. III, your favorite player, in for him. He didn't even miss a beat. He was probably better than Morgan Moses. I didn't see one play where Jerron Christian Sr. Jr. was sitting there going, and the guy ran right past him.
And I will say that Dwayne Haskins was not amazing, but he did make some key throws when we needed them on third downs.
He did.
And didn't throw any picks. We had 0 turnovers. I think they had like 3 or 4.
Dude, you're watching him, and I mean, you could see this guy is growing every game.
Yeah. He's going to be fine, dudes.
Yeah.
He's going to be super. Next year, if he plays the whole rest of the season, next year he's going to be ready to go.
See, that's the big thing right now. Yeah,
what?
Yeah. That's the big thing right now. It's like right now, I don't think we're not going to get the number 1 pick, even though Cincinnati won when they put the ginger and injured back in. They actually won their first game of the year, but we're still 2 games ahead of them. We're the 3rd in the draft pick right now this week, as of today. I guess as of yesterday too.
Still,
yeah, we went from 4th to 3rd because Miami won. I guess
they beat the Eagles.
They beat the Eagles. Everyone lost. We're 3 games out of first place. All we got to do is keep winning and just see where the cards lie.
Dude, our division is so bad.
Yep.
Dude, we're 3-9 and be like, dude, we're only 3 games out of the first.
We're still in the playoff hunt. And whoever wins this division, they're not going to be the 6th team. They're going to be the 4th team.
The other thing, I don't know if it's true or not, but if we win, it's not that we're still in it, but we have to play all the teams that are ahead of us too. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So,
yep. Absolutely.
And they suck, dude. The Cowboys
all
suck.
of us, everybody sucks. We're actually starting to hit like an upward trajectory. Hopefully, we'll keep doing that.
It could only go up.
Yeah, really. But like the Giants lost again. The Eagles lost. The Cowboys lost. Word. I mean, it was great. It was a great day. It was a great weekend, including Thanksgiving when the Cowboys lost.
B&G Buns, who subscribes to Pro Football Focus Stats or whatever it is, says to us,
yeah,
McCaffrey had 2 less yards in 2 other games. We held him to the 3rd lowest this season.
Wow, man. How did that happen? How did that happen? People
because
on the
Josh
defense
Norman wasn't in for them
getting Josh Norman out of the way. Yep. All right, one bad thing on the defense, though, Ryan Anderson got ejected for hitting that guy helmet to helmet. But whoever that dude was that hit Trey Quinn, helmet to helmet, didn't get ejected.
Yeah, and I wanted
What
to say something about
crap
that.
is that?
Yeah, because first of all, I think the only reason that they ejected our dude was because what's-his-face actually got knocked out. If he would have got up, I don't even know if they would have thrown a penalty because our dude was like going in with his shoulder. He wasn't going in with his head. He was trying to get his shoulder around.
When both guys duck down or ducking down and they hit the helmet to helmet when they're both ducking down, what else are you supposed to do?
He couldn't have done anything. He turned his body.
Yeah.
He led with his shoulder. His helmet just happened to hit in there.
Yeah.
And then the other dude just freaking housed a punt returner looking up to catch the ball.
And they did not kick him out. It doesn't make any sense. There still has not been a ruling from the NFL on what's going on with that. Not a ruling, but
dude, those refs were just bad anyway. Like
the refs
some
are
of those
terrible.
calls, they were just like, let's just rely on replay and just call it a touchdown or call it an interception when it wasn't even close.
Yeah.
And
the refuse took forever. I was just like, who's in charge?
Oh, dude, it was bad.
I don't know. All I know is at the beginning of the game, we're listening to like Trent Green and Greg Gumbel at the beginning of the game, and they were like trying not to joke the Redskins like straight up. Like I love
in the
CBS.
First quarter because it was so
in
bad.
the first quarter, yeah. And I love CBS like sportscasters because they're so much better than like the talking heads on Fox. Like they're just more real. And just sitting there, they're trying not to joke, but they're just kind of joking them a little bit because the Redskins were so bad. And then we just decided we're going to ground and pound and just beat the crap out of them. It was awesome.
We just decided to hand the ball to Darius Geis, who had what? Did he have like 150 yards or something?
Darius Geis.
It was a ton.
Darius Geis had 129 rushing yards, 8 receiving yards, 2 touchdowns.
And AP was 1 yard shy of 100 and a touchdown of his own.
Yep.
They were just so we had 250 some yards rushing.
Yeah. It's pretty sweet.
And then
Thompson came in. He had some good plays as well. Dwayne Haskins actually held onto the ball a little bit, had a couple of decent runs. He had one run earlier where I was just like, dude, you got to get down on the turf. And a little bit later, he slid and looked normal, like a normal quarterback. It was great.
Sprinkle had a couple of big catches, but he also had a few drops.
Man, tight end has got to be high on the draft list for next year.
Yeah, if we had a good – imagine if Jordan Reed was actually healthy at this point in there
for
instead
the last
of Sprinkle.
3 years. I mean, I just can't believe we held on to him for so long.
Yeah, we do need to.
He's still on the team. I mean, they're still paying him. They got to cut him after this year, whether he wants to retire or not.
So I like these receivers: Kelvin Harmon, Scary Terry, Paul Richardson needs to go.
Paul Richardson needs to go. Trey Quinn. I mean, I feel bad because of the concussion because I was just crap. But
he's losing his luster as far as I'm concerned.
Yeah.
Steve Sims.
Steve Sims. He's much more exciting than Trey Quinn.
Yeah.
So I mean, Steven Sims had 3 catches, 29 yards.
Yeah, those young guys. I mean, if we can get rid of Bruce Allen and bring in some more pieces, we've got a nice young team building.
We do. All the skill players are all like 24 and younger. That's really good. The defensive line are all young. Like Matt Ioannidis, Matt Ioannidis is like the oldest guy on the defensive line.
Are you serious?
Yeah. Because who's out? Everyone's been drafted after him. Payne, Settle, Jonathan Allen.
Dude, Payne has got a nasty streak in him. He's hilarious to watch.
I like Payne for that. That's what I want. I want those guys to be like that.
I like our defensive line. And the whole thing, I mean, they played pretty well. They got after the quarterback. How many hurries, do you know? Do you have the stats on that? Like how many quarterback hurries we had?
No.
Not just sacks? No, you don't have it. I'm sure B&G Buns will pull it up. Christopher J likes Quinn. There's some other people on Twitter that like Quinn because I was tweeting something like I was done with him, and people were like, no, he's good. So there's still a lot of people that like him.
What has he done?
I don't know. You have the stats list.
No, Josh has the stats. Trey Quinn is kind of fast.
Oh, man.
He kind of catches the ball here and there, kind of drops the ball. He kind of, I don't know.
Hasn't done anything returning it.
Yeah, I'm not really impressed. I think Steve Sims is a lot better.
Or Cam.
Or Cam, really. We'll see with Cam.
Sims.
I think either one of the Sims will do.
Either the Sims.
Yeah, I don't have any like hurries or anything like that.
B&G, look in your Pro Football Focus subscription and tell us how many quarterback hurries we got, if you don't mind, sir.
Yeah, time sacked 5 for us. Our guy got sacked 5 times, Haskins. But a couple of those were actually covered sacks, like real covered sacks.
Yeah,
and of course
were his.
And we got their guy 7 times. It was awesome.
One of them was AP's fault. Remember in the beginning where he
was just like that. It was like one job Moses right there.
I was like, "What are you doing, dude?"
Yeah, of all things, you were just like, "Wow, what?" Yeah. And Tress Way had a great game too.
Tress Way is freaking amazing. In fact, I think it's about time for them to open up the Pro Bowl votes. So make sure you go in and vote for him every day, because some other crappy punter will get it just because he's on a team that people like more. You know what I mean? Like a more popular team.
Yeah.
But, yeah, we got to make sure we vote for him. Josh is coming back when we make the playoffs. Josh was still at work when we started this thing, actually. And
okay.
Yeah, we'll get him back when we make the playoffs.
Sure.
In a couple of weeks.
Yep. That'll be awesome. Because I'd love for Josh or anybody to come back on the show when we start winning again. Because, that doesn't make you a fair weather fan at all.
Dream team.
Yeah.
Tress Way, oh my goodness, that dude. Did he have like an 80-yard punt, net 69 or something like that?
It was something like that. It was a huge. It was only
It
his
was a
second
touchback,
touchback.
and he still netted like over 60 yards.
It was only his second touchback of the year. That's pretty impressive.
All right, they'd love to have Josh back. We'll try to get Josh back on next week, win or lose. We're going to tell him it's going to be next Wednesday. He can get on if he wants.
If he wants.
Look, the peanut gallery's clamoring for Josh.
Josh is funny.
You know what I'm saying?
Josh is funny.
Yeah.
But if you're relying on Josh for something, you're gonna wait for a long time.
Yeah, he runs like three businesses.
Yeah.
Anyway,
businesses like garbage collecting, longshoreman. Like is he like a mobster?
No, he has the design business, the lighting business,
garbage man,
some other business. Garbage man. Like on what was it, Sopranos?
Yeah, totally.
Okay, so what else? What do we want to move into now? Anything else we want to talk about stats-wise? Because we pretty much dominated. We won in every category, didn't we?
Yeah, it was pretty amazing. And
Maybe
it was so much there's so much they fired the coach.
Yeah, that was pretty interesting. I think it was the owner that I was reading these quotes from, saying that he lost to the Redskins, so he got fired. Saying, how dare you lose to the Redskins?
He was already going to get fired. It was just a matter of time. I mean, once they got rid of that Richardson guy, who, good news, he was like actually a former player that owned a team. Bad news, he was like really, really a terrible person. Whoever the new owners are, the whims go for them. But I mean, I don't know. Maybe they really want Cam Newton come back, because who doesn't love snake oil salesmen like Cam?
I don't know.
Me.
But
all right. So anyway,
hasn't Ron Rivera been there for like 20 years? It's
part of the thing. It's like he was there. He was a lot more successful than Jay Gruden ever was.
Yeah.
So anyway, next week we're playing, or this weekend, I guess we're playing at Green Bay, a place I still want to go one day to see a game.
Dude, let's go up there this week.
No, thank you.
All right, fair weather.
Yeah, right.
Okay, we're not going up there this weekend. At least John's not. I'm heading up. I'm leaving on Saturday. I wonder how long it would take me to drive to Green Bay from here. Like 8 hours, maybe.
Yeah.
All right, I'm not going. But it will be nice to see the Redskins. I don't know if it's going to be nice to play in the cold, get our running game going. Get those nasty Deron Payne and that D-line closing in on Aaron Rodgers.
The Aaron.
Aaron Rodgers does not stand a chance against Orchard.
We'll see. I know, right? Orchard Odom, the Cheerios.
The Cheerios are going to destroy him. The angry Orchard, so to speak.
The angry Orchards.
Orchard generated 4 with Chris Odom. Only stat he could find. 4 sacks.
Did he?
That's what it says. Orchard generated 4 sacks. This just in. Bruce Allen
still not fired. All right, well, let's do the games and kicks, dude.
Okay.
Actually, sorry, the kicks and the games.
It's time for this week's Kicking the Balls Award. Kicking the Balls Award is brought to you by Ben's Chili Bowl.
What you got, Ben? I got Ben's Chili Bowl.
Home of the chili balls.
The balls.
Kicking the balls award. I haven't really thought about the kicking the balls award that much.
My kicking the balls award goes to Jeremy Sprinkle.
For dropping some passes?
He dropped like 3 passes.
Okay.
It was just like he had one catch. You're like, yeah, Jeremy, about time. And next, like a few plays later, you're just like, I mean, he's our number 1 tight end, and he kind of sucks. It's not like it's his first year.
All right. Well, I'm going to give my kick in the balls award to
Paul
I'm Richardson Jr.
Oh yeah. How many? What was his
You know why?
Because
he's our number 1 receiver. And how many catches does he have? Did he even play in this game, or was he inactive? I think he was inactive. So he
might have been inactive.
He's getting a kick in the balls for me.
Josh gives his to Trey Quinn for not making it through the whole game.
For his concussion.
Yeah, man.
Let's see. All right, so yeah, there's that. Let's see what the peanut gallery is saying here. B&G Buns to the NFL for snubbing Tress Way. It's really the fans that vote on this crap.
Well, it's partially the fans. It's not 100% the fans.
I guess the fans can be overridden.
It's only like 25% of the vote.
Oh, really? How does that set up?
I don't know.
You're just spreading BR all over this screen. It's only 25% of the vote. It's only 25% of the vote.
That was what I heard the last time.
That's what I heard, dude. I heard that.
I heard that.
I heard that. 25%
I heard
of the
that.
vote is the fan vote. The other 25% is the coaches. The other 25% is the NFL players. And the other 25% is the news media. Let's see here.
Pro Bowl voting update.
Kick the refs for inconsistency from Chris J in the UK.
That's great. Those refs just...
They were
the rest of the NFL just suck, man. They just suck. They're always bad. And they just suck.
CJ shoots photos Josh Norman again because he can. Hey, here's my question that I still haven't gotten a clear answer on. Why?
All right, dude. Sorry, hold on a second. Each group counts 1/3 of the votes. The fans vote 1/3 of the vote. The coaches put in 1/3 of the vote, and the players themselves have 1/3 of the vote.
So it's close, except the pundits don't get any part of the vote.
No, it's just, which is great. It's 1/3 the fans, 1/3 the coaches, and 1/3 the players.
Because if the pundits, if the media got any of the vote, then every Cowboy would make it onto the team.
Still a lie. The Cowboys.
Cowboys are 6-5. They're looking to run away with this game and beat the Patriots.
They're looking to run away with the NFC East.
No, they're looking at running away with the whole NFC, and they're going to destroy the Patriots this evening.
But were they induced?
And then after the game, it's like Jason Garrett may get fired.
They've said that for
every game.
They've said that for like 5 years, but we said the same thing about Jay Gruden for like 3.
No, but here it is. They'll win a game, and the pundits will say they're going to the Super Bowl, and then they'll lose that same game they were talking about, and they'll be like, Jason Garrett's going to get fired.
Every time.
All right. I also wanted to bring this up because I can't find a clear answer to that. If Fox has NFC games, why was a game with 2 NFC teams on CBS while a game with AFC teams or one AFC team was on Fox?
I think that's a very good question. I don't know why. The only thing I was trying to pontificate on this scenario, and the only thing I could think of was because at the same time there was the San Francisco versus Baltimore game, which like the entire country was watching. Except us. And people in this like mid-Atlantic area were just like, we want to see the crappy Redskins play the crappy kitty cats, black kitty cats from Charlotte. So
Trader fans that like
the Trader fans. There were a lot of Redskins fans in that 2/3 full stadium too.
Dude, that's because that's Redskins country that this expansion team moves into, and then all these former Redskins fans, traitors, decided they were going to be Panthers fans.
Wow, wow.
Traitors.
Wow, wow. Wow, wow.
Remember, I still almost got banned from that stadium for like.
Yeah, yes, you did.
That was when I was younger, though.
When I was younger.
I'm much more subdued now.
Yeah, no lie.
Okay. And dude, I swear, when they first came out in like '95, I think the Redskins beat them like 10 or 15 straight times, but they're saying we haven't beat them since '98. How's that even happen?
At home, at their home, we haven't beat them since '98. Isn't that weird?
Yeah, because I thought it was like so long until they finally beat us, but
you know what? That's right when Dan Snyder bought the team, so it makes sense.
Oh yeah, that's true.
Fire Bruce Allen.
But B&G Buns asks,
but was he induced?
Well, was he induced?
who was induced to be
Who was
Panthers fan?
Who was induced?
Josh lives in Carolina.
But was he induced?
Who was induced in general? Who was he talking about in the first place?
But was he induced?
Josh was induced to the Cats. Josh wears the teal and blue and black.
He's got a number one Cam Newton.
He wears his Cam Newton jersey around Raleigh.
Yeah, buddy.
My name's Cam.
My name's
Anyway,
Cam.
have we given our game balls yet?
No.
And now, the coveted and ever elusive Game Ball Award. Game Ball Award, go.
My game ball goes to the running game. All of it. The offensive line, especially Eric Flowers, my new favorite Redskin of this year. Geis and Peterson, the 1-2 punch. You can't even call them like thunder and lightning or anything like that, like from back in the day when people were starting to be like, oh, we've got 2 running backs. I mean, these guys are both just like Thunder and Thunder Plus, I guess.
It's like Old Thunder and Young Thunder.
It's like Young Thunder and Old Thunder.
Grandpa Thunder.
Grandpa Thunder. So, yeah, the running game, the entire running game, the wide receivers down the field, blocking down the field for them. The entire running game.
Right.
And you know what? The weather's getting colder. You couldn't really tell in Carolina. It was 65 and sunny as it's Carolina Blue Day. But, you know, the weather gets colder. People like to run the ball more. Patriots do that every year. I liked running it. It's really refreshing to see us run the freaking ball and not have Jay Gruden pass. I don't know what's happening.
All right. Yeah, you're right about that. It is really refreshing to see you ground and pound because that's my favorite kind of football.
Yep.
That's classic Redskins football, ground and pound.
It is. It really is.
Offensive linemen and just pound the other team into submission, and they just can't do anything about it. But I will say that my game ball is going to a man that we
and who's
lovingly call Cheerio, Odom Orchard.
Cheerio.
It's going to the O Twins.
The O Twins.
Odom and Orchard. These dudes come out of freaking nowhere. I saw them on the field, and I was like, "Who is Orchard?"
I know.
Who is this dude?
I was just like, "Who? Orchard?" I think I. And
then he gets a sack.
Orchard. And then Odom, I was like, "Who is that guy?"
And I'm like, "I don't know, but I love these dudes."
And we had some dude named Simeon. Not his first name. That was his last name. Who is this guy?
And we had some other guy named like Butler or something. I texted it to you, and I was like, "Who's that guy?" I just saw him walking around. I'm trying to find it. Butler?
Simeon? No, Simeon Thomas. Okay, that's his first name. Yeah, really. I have no idea.
Simeon Thomas.
Oh.
All right, let's see who's getting the game balls. You got to give some love to the O Twins. I mean, come on.
There's some dude named Aaron Colvin on the team. I've never even heard of that guy.
I thought that was a singer. Cheerio.
Living in paradise.
Cheerio. Those guys are amazing. I love them. All right, let's see what's going on in here in the chat room. Game ball to Flowers from B&G Buns.
Dude, he's
Game
awesome. What a change. What a change by Callahan.
Game ball to Harmon. Kevin Harmon.
Kevin Harmon. Is he induced?
He saw him out
He
on
might
front
be
on some
induced.
blocks. Yeah, I heard this is David Herzing. I heard Callahan talking about how proud he was of even the wide receivers blocking.
Yeah, exactly.
The let's see, game ball to Geis from Chris J in the UK for his awesomeness after double comeback injuries. He's right. He was so explosive and powerful and fast and dodgy, all in one play. He hasn't
been hurt yet. Knock on wood.
He was knocking dude. There was one play where he looked like he got 0 yards and pushed the pile like 5 yards without other linemen helping.
Yeah. Well, I hope he just keeps on going. He's got through the injuries. They were patient with him, and well, Jay Gruden wasn't patient with him, but then they decided to be patient with him once they fired that doofus, and there we go. See how it goes, man.
Jay Gruden.
Cut! He should be cut. He needs to be double super cut.
Josh Norman, though. Oh my.
He needs to be double super cut.
Thank goodness we just pulled him, yanked his balls off the field because
we've got so many expensive people we just got to get rid of. Him, who should have already been gone. Yeah. Jordan Reed, who should have already been gone. Who's that other?
Cut everyone pretty much. There's only
Who's
like
that other tight
12
end
guys I keep.
The guy that went to Maryland.
Vernon Davis.
Vernon Davis. He needs to be cut. I mean, he's good, but he just keeps getting hurt all the time. We just need to keep those guys. We've got all these young position players, and let's just keep going with that. We got to do that. Yeah. Jimmy Moreland,
keep him.
He's still got stuff going on. You know,
I'd keep him. I'd trade Kerrigan and get a couple young dudes for him.
If we could trade Kerrigan, I'd trade him in a heartbeat. Absolutely.
I think the ship may have sailed on him. We might be able to get a second or a third.
Probably get a third or fourth or something. Who knows? We always take too long because Fire Bruce Allen's an idiot.
Oh, yeah. There was a story this week that came out that said that they were planning on, or Dan Snyder may be considering it, but there was no source listed.
Yeah. Nobody wants to put their lives on the line. There's a lot of old school politicking going on in there, man.
Anyway.
People don't want to end up like, I don't know.
I'll tell you what, I just heard my family pull into the house, so they're probably going to come up here screaming in a minute. So I think we should probably just round this thing out.
Let's round it out, dude.
All right, dudes. We got another victory. Let's see if we can get one in Green Bay this week. Thanks for joining us in the Peanut Gallery.
Yeah, thanks, everybody.
CJ in the UK. CJ Shoots Photo. David Herzing. Did I miss anyone? I think that's everyone.
Yep, CNC. Yep, CJ. CNC Bund. Yep. I think I'm going back through our stuff. All the people. John Shaft. Oh, that's me.
Oh yeah. Send us an email, Aaron or John or Josh at harryhogfootball.com. Maybe send one to Josh and tell him to get on the podcast.
Get on the air, Josh. Get on the air.
Is he induced?
Get on the air. You need to be induced.
Yep.
Tweet us. Yeah. Harry Hog. HRRY Hog.
And as always, get your podcast on wherever you get podcasts or straight from the website, uncluttered. Yes, watch or listen right there.
Yeah.
And that's harryhogfootball.com. Anyway, we'll talk to you guys next week. As always, hail to the Redskins. And if you see a Cowboys fan,
you know what to do. Joker! We're looking for you. We're coming up. Yeah.